What is the fastest way a room of happy people turned sour you've witnessed? The storm started around 4 in the morning. Big, wet flakes pounding the windows like someone had turned on a pressure washer full of snow. It was the kind of storm where even the snowplows seemed to be struggling. I was already awake when it hit, lying in bed watching the glow from the street lamp flicker behind sheets of white. I picked up my phone and saw the first texts coming in from coworkers. There was this hopeful energy between all of us. We were non-essential workers, marketing agency. Everything we did could be done from home or postponed without anyone dying. We were certain, absolutely certain, they wouldn't make us come in. Every other company in town had already shut down or switched to remote. It was dangerous out there. Ice under the snow, near whiteout visibility. We were all waiting on the email from our boss. The unofficial rule was that if no email came by 7:30, we were expected to come in. 7:15 came and went, still no word. Then at 7:32, the email hit. It said, "Due to inclement weather, we will have a shortened workday. Please arrive by 9 a.m. We'll reassess as conditions evolve." The entire group chat went from hopeful to resigned in a blink. No one wanted to be the one who didn't show up. I put on thermal leggings under my slacks, multiple layers, waterproof boots, dug out my car, which had half a foot of snow on it, shoveled just enough of a path to squeeze out of my parking spot. It took me almost 50 minutes to drive 8 miles. Every turn was a calculated risk. My wipers kept freezing. At one point, a pickup slid sideways into a median right in front of me, and I had to brake hard enough that my anti-lock system kicked in. I was sweating by the time I reached the parking lot, even though my hands were numb. But I wasn't alone. People trickled in, cars crusted in ice, hats pulled low, scarves still clinging to their faces as they walked through the front door, and we laughed. It was that kind of hysterical laughter you get after surviving something dumb together. Nobody had any actual work to do. Every client meeting had been canceled, no campaigns to launch, no emails from anyone that mattered. So we congregated near the break room. Someone made a fresh pot of coffee, someone else put on music, someone found a dry erase marker and started doodling on the windows. The boss was nowhere to be seen, probably working from home. We were just about to start an impromptu game of charades. I remember someone asking, "Should we split into teams?" And another person replying, "Only if there's a prize," when the second email came through. It was time-stamped 9:22 a.m. Given worsening road conditions and feedback from staff, we have decided to close the agency for the day. Please head home as soon as possible. Stay safe out there. No warning, no apology, no follow-up meeting. Just go home 20 minutes after we'd all gotten there. After risking our lives to shovel out, crawl along frozen roads, park half on sidewalks because the lot hadn't been plowed. Everyone read the email at the same time. Phones buzzed in pockets. Notifications dinged around the room like some kind of sick alarm. There was this frozen beat of silence. Then everyone, every single person, shouted, "Are you fucking kidding me?" It wasn't planned. No one coordinated it. It just burst out. One huge, collective, frustrated scream from 20-something exhausted, snow-covered adults who had just been told their effort meant absolutely nothing. One guy kicked over a folding chair. Another stormed back outside muttering curses. Someone else ripped their scarf off and threw it on the floor. It was chaos, but it wasn't funny anymore. That cheerful, we're in this together vibe, gone. We all trudged back out, back into the snow that hadn't let up. Half the lot was still a mess, and now we had to dig out again just to leave. I scraped my windshield with fingers that had gone stiff from cold and rage. It took 15 more minutes just to get out of the parking lot. The drive home was worse than the drive in. More ice, less visibility. A tree had fallen across one side street. I saw 3 cars stalled out. By the time I got back to my apartment, I was shaking. I stripped off my wet clothes, made a cup of tea, and sat on the couch staring at the wall. I couldn't even bring myself to open my laptop. The kicker? We didn't even get paid for the full day, because technically, the agency had closed before noon.